Hi everyone, my name is Carlo and I'm a knitwear designer. I designed a knitted cat scarf for the film Fireworks. I decided to get involved in the project not only because it sounds like a really nice story, but because it's about mental health. Personally, I've never had any, I've never suffered from bipolar, but I've got a really good friend of mine who has, unfortunately, so I can say I've got hands-on experience on this condition. Personally, I struggle with panic attacks, anxiety and depression in the past, and I was quite shocked to see how much ignorance there is even amongst the health professionals. When I first started experiencing my symptoms, I went to see my GP, explaining how I was feeling, that I had serious troubles getting out of bed in the morning, let alone going to work. And they said, there's nothing wrong with you, you're a perfectly healthy young man and there's no reason for you not to go to work in the morning. And he just prescribed a course of drugs, which I later found were anti-epileptic drugs, which of course I never took. I was very determined to get better, however, so I did more research into my condition, the treatments available, and eventually this led me to find an amazing therapist that I saw for a few years, and now I'm fine. I mean, it's very easy to see though how such, like my condition that was very easy to recognize and I'd say fairly easy to treat as well, could have spiraled into a sort of, Requiem for a Dream scenario. Thank God it didn't, but unfortunately for many people who suffer with more serious health conditions, that's what happens, that's the case, and it's because of their illness they can't really make choices for themselves, so they have to rely on other people, usually their friends or family or health professionals. And dealing with these more serious diseases like schizophrenia, psychosis or bipolar is by no means nice or easy, and generally it's people's ignorance, but more importantly their inability to deal with the subject means that patients aren't treated with enough respect or enough empathy. One of the most important things I learned when I was in therapy is that we could all do with some. The division between sane and the insane, doctors and patients, is almost fictional. We're all a bit sane and a bit insane. Even doctors aren't gurus. Doctors are either sane and insane. We're all struggling with something. So this sort of ideal trouble-free life of eternal happiness that I thought was, that I thought I would live after therapy, that I thought everyone was living, I just realized was just an illusion. And I think it's time we start talking about mental health as a social reality rather than a freak show.